Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the most recent Bud Light sales reports, and I wanted to show you one bartender's perspective from what she sees going on, and then I also wanted to ask the question, who or where are all the people that are still buying Bud Light? Because I don't see any reports of empty Bud Light shelves, people returning back to buying Bud Light. They are done with the boycott, which it's really a movement. There's no boycott going on. People are just moved away from drinking Bud Light. They are comfortable with their new product, and they're not going back to it. But anyways. And also, I want to ask the question, who or where are all the people that are still buying Bud Light? Because I don't see any reports of empty Bud Light shelves. I don't see full Bud Light lines at sporting events. And certainly there's no reports, because it hasn't happened, that the boycott has ended and that people are going back to buying Bud Light. So I'm just curious. We know it dropped off roughly about 25% week over week, and that's what I'm expecting this week with this report when we look into it. But I'm just curious, because why did it kind of plateau off? Why did it plateau off there? Because more than 25% of the people that were drinking Bud Light have stopped. I feel like that's the reality of it, but I don't know. The reports are the reports, I guess. So we'll look into those here in a little bit. Bartenders say no one wants Bud Light at their event anymore, days after it was dethroned as America's best-selling beer following backlash from the partnership. Bud Light's popularity continues to plummet as both corporate and personal events pivot away from featuring the Anheuser-Busch brand at their gatherings, according to the owner of Pop-Up Bar Business. Katrina Tucker, the founder of Barnastics, a mobile bartending company based in New Jersey, told Fox News there has been a significant shift away from Bud Light among her clients recently. In April, the Anheuser-Busch-owned brand became embroiled in controversy over a promotion. Yeah, we all know. The company has since lost billions of dollars in market capitalization and continues to be boycotted by tens of millions of former customers. See, right there, I'm curious. If tens of millions of former customers are boycotting, how is that only a 25% drop in sales? Just curious. It seems like it would be more than that. But man, if that's really all it is, they are selling a lot of beer. And who are these people? Shame on you people if you're still out there going out there buying Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch products. This month, Modelo Especial dethroned Bud Light as the top American beer in its sales and have increased more than 15% from the same time a year ago. So, as we know, as I've reported, Modelo Especial is still owned by Anheuser-Busch. The distributor's American owned or something like that. There's some type of separation, but basically, the overlord of Modelo is Anheuser-Busch, in my opinion. But anyways, let's hear what Miss Katrina Tucker has to say about Bud Light.
So we pretty much do pop-up bars. So if there's an event, backyard party or corporate event, we'll pretty much set up the bar if need be. And we're partnered with liquor stores where we coordinate kind of the whole shebang, but we allow the clients to actually build their proposal on our website. So we can see when they add, for example, Bud Light, and it has plummeted completely. No one wants it at their event anymore. There's a couple of clients that have expressed to me their feelings behind it, and it's just no longer popular. So what they'll do is they'll substitute it with maybe Coors Light or Miller Light, and then they'll do an imported, they'll do a Corona, but Bud Light is no longer at events, corporate or backyard. With the feedback that I've gotten and how strongly a lot of clients feel about it, if they don't switch gears, the company, I don't see the popularity picking back up. No.
See, and that's curious thing that she said there at the end. If they don't switch gears, she doesn't see how the product can pick back up. I don't know what they could really do. Do you guys have any ideas? Please tell me in the comments. But do you guys have any ideas or suggestions that that Anheuser-Busch or Bud Light could do that would actually reverse this process? I mean, what would it really take? Sincerely, I'm asking you guys, so please let me know what your thoughts are. I think they either have to get used to operating now with this 25% sales drop off, and that might be something that they believe they can recover from in years or months or whatever. But all that potential growth that they should have had from day one of this debacle is all gone. There's no more growth, and so I don't know if they'll ever really get caught back up. I think this is a permanent dent in their ability to grow, in their growth. I really don't believe they're able to redeem themselves here. I just don't think there's anything left, and they're too scared about losing more of their score, their ESG score, their DEI score. They haven't tweeted since what was it, April 15th or something like that, which was about 2 weeks after the debacle, because it happened on April 1st. And the new April Fool's Day. The new reason for April Fool's Day. But seriously, I just don't see what they could do to redeem themselves here. And with that, let's go over here and actually take a look at the sales reports and see what Newsweek has to say. Bud Light sales chart reveals how much the brand has suffered since the boycott. Bud Light continues to be suffering a sustained decline in sales 2 months since the beer brand sparked backlash and calls for a boycott after sending a commemorative can to the influencer that markets to children. In the week ending June 3rd, Bud Light sales revenue and brand's dollar income was down 24.4% compared to the same week a year ago. Industry data by Nielsen IQ provided in Newsweek by Bump Williams Consulting shows a further decline compared to the week prior, but a marginal improvement on the 25.7% nadir in the week ending May 20th. I don't know what nadir is. Since the calls for boycott began at the start of April, both Bud Light's sales revenue and volume, the number of units of beer sold, saw steep declines in the first 5 weeks before stabilizing at a relatively sustained level of decline compared to the same period in 2022. The declines accelerated coming out of April 1 week and have settled in the mid-high 20% range ever since. Dave Williams, Vice President for Analytics and Insights at Bump Williams Consulting, told Newsweek. He added they were fluctuating slightly, but we have yet to observe any noticeable signs of improvement back to the previous norms. Here's a cool graphic. Bud Light sales declined since the controversy. And you can see here April 1st, where the sales revenue is the red line, and the sales volume is the blue line. And pretty much in conjunction with each other, week after week, they fell off. And then they've kind of sustained little growth and a little fallback. But, but if this is the place where they're going to operate from now, this is literally a 25% week over week reduction in sales dollars. You know what I mean? To me personally, I hope we see this number go even further down. I hope there's a second wave. I encourage more people to stop drinking Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch products, and also to continue not drinking Bud Light. Don't go back. Don't settle because it's cheap or something like that. Like my friend who likes those tomato Bud Lights that are disgusting anyways. But he's telling me how he's enjoying the discount price, and so that we should keep the boycott going for him. But this is a pretty cool graphic. We're actually about halfway through June now. Today is the 15th. So we'll be able to see these the next week's sales reports, I think, actually after the weekend. They tend to come out like 10 days later or so. But we're approaching 4th of July. which is another big week historically for beer sales and Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, etc. Let's take these next couple weeks to talk to our friends and family as we plan this 4th of July that we're going to avoid Anheuser-Busch products. Not just Bud Light, but all of them. I would love to see the sales reports when they finally come out for the week ending that the 4th of July falls under, that they really took a significant hit, and not only did the 25% decline maintain, but that maybe we could cross over into that 30% range. That'd be great. That'd really freak them out over there, I'm sure. Although he said that while Bud Light remained America's best-selling beer in the year to date in both revenue and volume, in the past 4 weeks it had been dethroned in terms of sales revenue by Mexican rival Modelo Especial, which is also an Anheuser-Busch product essentially. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light's parent company, was accused of alienating its traditional customer base with the partnership, while some in the LGBTQ community have also slammed the company for not defending the partnership. So that's why they really made the mistake. They got woke, they've been woke, but they went ahead and exposed themselves, and now they're going broke. And that's just how it is. You get woke, you go broke. Some brand strategists have also criticized the brewery over its response to the backlash, which they characterize as being peppered with knee-jerk reactions that only extended the controversy. And that's true. While the company's global CEO Michael Dukris said on May 4th the declining Bud Light sales represented about 1% of Anheuser-Busch's global volume, the latest figures suggest that the backlash is having a lasting impact on the beer brand's U.S. revenue. Well, that's where I will ask our international compadres to join us and stop drinking Bud Light. Let's show these guys and gals that we don't support advertising alcohol to minors. And furthermore, we're tired of seeing everything shoved down our throats. So, it just is what it is. So with that, if you guys think the boycott is a good thing, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, let more people know that we're done with Anheuser-Busch and all these companies that want to serve their ESG score, worry about their DE&I over providing good products, good customer service, and good internal service relationships with their employees. Start providing good, wholesome things to Americans, and then maybe we can get back behind your company. But for now, we're tired of it. And like I said, if you agree with that, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.